Hello friends, it's Kathy Clement with Kathy by Design, and this is Throwback Thursday. I'm popping in real quickly today. This is a collection we've used a couple times before. It's from this year, but because I've used it, I'm using it in the throwback. This is Carta Bella's Homemade, and this is the sweetest collection. As you can see, I've used a lot of the 6x6 pad, and I have a lot of the 12x12 left. Just so sweet. I'll go over it very quickly with you, but I know you've seen it before. I just keep being inspired by the colors. It's just fresh and happy. Look at these cute chicks. I love the florals, and the color palette really appeals to me in this one. It's all these great shades of coral and saffron. It's just a beautiful collection. So I had a little pile of scraps, and scraps bug me. I have a love-hate relationship with scraps because they make it hard for me to store my papers, because you get little piles, thick little piles, and then things don't fit well in my paper holders. So I decided I would use up my scraps on a cute card for a tutorial today. So this is a 5x7 top fold card. I've already done the inside. I'm just going to show you how I had these little strips left over from other projects, and these are from the 6x6 pad, and they were already cut. They were already this width. I didn't change a thing. So what I did was I cut a 4 7/8 by 6 7/8 inch panel of this green, and then I cut a 4 3/4 by 6 3/4 of the soft coral. And then I had these little strips, and this one was 1.5 by 6.5, and this one was just about 1 1/8 by 6.5, and then this one was 1.5 by 6.5. So I was like, well, what can I do with these? Well, I decided to make these columns on my paper. And I put a little bit of adhesive in the center of these outside pieces and put them down so that I had even borders. And then I put the sunflowers in between and stitched everything up on my sewing machine. So that's how we started. Then I had this scrap of this pretty green floral, which is 2 3/4 by 4.5. And these are just pieces left over from other projects. And I thought, okay, if I was trying to find a way to like stagger everything in so that the whole thing would work. And this is what I came up with. So we're just going to put this card together. I cut a couple of little banner flags from my scraps. I love using these. And you just kind of, you don't fold your paper, you kind of bend your paper together and stagger them. And I think I want to use this side and this side. I think that's what I decided. So just mixing and matching all the different little patterns in this collection. And you can see I've got the tip of this one and the V of this one, and that way you can see everything. So I'm going to put my adhesive here, and I'm going to put these back behind this little panel just to dress it up a little bit. And this is going to go down up here. Right? Then I had an Annette Green small doily from her new Everything's Blooming that I had cut out for another project and not used. So I thought, well, let me put this down in the background. Then I had this little scrap. I think this is like 2 3/4. I'm sorry, 2.5 by 2.5. And I'm going to put this down on top of my doily so that just the little white lacy bits peek out. And I could have die cut this to fit inside and all of that, but this is just a quick card. Then I had this little 2x2, I think these are 2x2 images. Yes, from the 6x6. I matted it on a little bit of our soft coral. And this is going to go right here. And this is going to go back behind it. All right. So cute, but not finished, right? So had these adorable little chicks. I love these. Actually, I'm going to move these guys. I remember now. Don't freak out. You can get away with a lot in card making, because as long as the finished piece looks good, you're good. So I took this sweet little mother hens and their chicks, and this is actually what I want to do with these, is on the side. And I've put foam tape back here. And these are going to go just like this. See how cute? Then I have, well, let me see. I found this adorable chicken button. Every time I see it, it makes me laugh, y'all. It's just so cute. And I found a little can with eggs and some cute little vintage buttons. And now I just need to play with this and figure out where I want to put things. All right, so let's go ahead and put this finished little card together. I tied a couple of bows with my favorite small check coral rose ribbon. This is the most gorgeous ribbon. I wish they made it in every color. I absolutely love this ribbon. So this bow is going to go up in this corner. And it's going to have the tails going up. And then our little fry pan, which is so stinking cute, is going to go right there. And this bow, and I like to just put my fingers in the loops and poof these out. It's going to go in this corner. Okay? Just like that. Then I have this chipboard disc that I cut in half. And I'm going to put half of it right here. And I'm going to put the other half right here. Isn't that cute? So we're just adding layers of interest. Then I'm going to take my adorable chick and glue it down sort of as a connector between these two. Sorry guys, that tickles me. Between these two panels. This is so cute. I love this paper collection. And then we're going to put our buttons down. And these are old. I bought these at a flea market in Maine one summer. They have been around a while. But I liked how the color of the chicken and the color of the buttons was the same. That's kind of why I chose this. This is going to go just like that. And then last but not least, I have these little bumblebees I'm going to scatter around. These are also from the chipboard. Let's see. Oh my goodness, those are so cute. All right, now I've got, let me put my glue bottle away here. I've got some really beautiful flowers from Little Birdie. Oh, I forget what these are called. These are in my stash. I don't even know if they make these anymore. But this cluster is already put together, which is very cool. So I'm going to position my fry pan where I want it and hold it in place and put my glue down. And then I'm going to take this flower cluster and put it right here. All right. All right. And then down here on the bottom, on top of this, I think I just want to do I just want one, but I don't want it this big. So I'm going to break apart this little cluster. All right. And I don't think I need those little ones. This is good, just like that. Look how cute this is, you guys. If that doesn't cheer you up, then maybe you can't be cheered up. It's so cute. All right, here's a look at the inside of the card. I lined it with this Happy Daisy paper. I took this doily that I also found already die cut. I put my adhesive just along, like a smile, just along the bottom edge of the circle, then topped it with this from the 6x6. This is an oval that I had already die cut, but what a great little sentiment spot, and it tucks in behind. Then down in the pocket, I made a cute little tag just with my scraps, a little tea sachet, a little tea bag and a belly band, package of wildflowers, and a honey stick. So this is a lovely gift. Now this is a lovely gift. And I love making these like gifts because people are so surprised when they open them up. They don't expect to find all those goodies in there. So let's go ahead and glue our card front down. And this is why I like to do it separate, because see, this covers up all my stitching. It covers up all those things. So I build my card base separately and then I glue it down. And that's just what works for me. I mean, everybody has their own method, right? But over the years, I have found that this works very well for me. And then we've got just that little tiny white border peeking out. What a happy card this is, you guys. So there's some ideas for you. Even if you don't have this collection, even if you don't have the exact same size scraps, the principles work the same, right? Take a bunch of small things and group them together. Because this is a collection, you know, all the patterns are going to work together because that's how they design paper collections. And just take your little bits and bobs, put them together. You would never know how pieced together that background is, but it provides a great backdrop. And everything, all the colors, all the images, they all work together to make this happy little card. So that's my super quick Throwback Thursday tutorial for today. And thanks for joining me. If you would like this, that really helps me with my YouTube views. I put so much work into making these videos. If you would like, if you would share, if you're not subscribed to my channel, boy, I sure would appreciate that, because I spend hours and hours on this every week, and it would be nice to get the word out to more people. Okay, guys, I hope you have a joyful, creative day. I'm going to clean up and go get my craft done. Bye.